Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and today we're going to talk a little bit about a hack that I figured out for all the parents out here who are trying to figure out how to get their kids to become business owners or investors. And I'm going to explain to you what this hack was. I literally thought about it this morning, so I wanted to share it with my people as soon as I figured it out. So get comfortable, buckle up a seatbelt. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about black wealth and black economics every day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day, under one condition. The condition is that we are black first. And if that's a problem for you, then you can just go ahead and get to stepping. You don't have to be black to be here, but we love our people. And we also are going to close the racial wealth gap. The wealth gap can be closed. It's just a matter of mindset. I have a PhD in this stuff, so I can help you get there. It's very, very easy for me, and I want it to be easy for you too. So anyway, I want to say good morning to everybody. I'm looking down here, and I see El Haj and Faisal and Leandra and Too Rich to Miss and Jerry. And I want to ask everybody real quick. Let's do a quick survey. How many of you have kids? Anybody got kids? I'll tell you what, I did a survey on the Black Financial Channel to find out how many of you had kids. I think 40% of you actually have no children, which is okay. And I want to encourage you to remember this. Look, if we are black first, are we B1 up in here? Are we black first? Do we care about our community? If we're B1, put your hashtag B1 in the chat. Let me know that you care about your community. Let me tell you a little secret about blackness and being B1. Well, my belief is that B1 people, we see all of our children as our children. One B1 philosophy that I've always embraced is if you see a child that's in front of you, it doesn't matter who gave birth to that child. Maybe you're that child's parent for 10 minutes. Maybe you're that child's parent long enough to tell them something encouraging. Maybe you're that child's parent long enough to help them through a tough situation. But either way, I believe that is God's mandate. And I was talking to another black man recently about this, about how, it's really important for us as black men to mentor as many young men as possible and to love them and support them. I went down to Jay Morrison's Black House, and they had a big mentorship day where they brought in a bunch of young black men into the room. And I said, this needs to be nationwide because we need to mentor our young people. So even if you ain't got a child, that don't mean you can't be a parent. Even if you haven't had a child, that doesn't mean you can't be a parent. There are plenty of opportunities for you to be a parent, so do not give up on yourself in that regard. Now, with that said, let's hop into this conversation. So this happened to me this morning. I thought about this. I'm actually on my way downtown Chicago. I'm doing an interview with NBC in Chicago. I received an award from an organization. I don't have the organization's name in front of me. I should have that. But anyway, they're bringing me on TV to talk about it. And then also this week I'll be in Louisville, Kentucky, where the Black Achievers organization, I decided, my wife and I decided to be the title sponsor for that organization for this year's banquet, because the Black Achievers 30 years ago gave me a college scholarship when nobody else would. My grades were terrible. I didn't know what my future looked like. I had a baby when I was 18 years old. It was really, really tough. It was a really dark time. And Black Achievers believed in me when nobody else did. And for that, I'll be eternally grateful. So every year I'm going to write a check for that. I'm going to support that. I'm going to go mentor those kids the best I can. All those kids are my kids. So that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Now, let me tell you guys what came to my mind this morning. Give me a yes in the chat if you can hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. And hello to everybody on Instagram. You can go to the Black Financial Channel on Instagram if you want to follow us on the gram. So I woke up the kids this morning. And how many of you hate like waking your kids up in the morning? How many of you have kids that just literally, when you try to wake them up, they say okay, and then they roll over and go back to sleep, and they won't get out of the bed? Anybody else go through that? So with my girls now, our oldest, he's out of the house. He went to college, but the girls, it's so tough getting them out of bed. We wake them up. I walk away. I come back 10, 15 minutes later. They're still asleep. So I realized, okay, I can't just wake you up and walk away and come back. I gotta wake you up and sit there. So I literally was sitting there outside the door, like, okay, I'm right here. And then I would start doing things to annoy them. Like I start playing like 90s hip hop music, like some old Tupac, right? And then I got a bullhorn. I got a bull while I literally would hit the button. It's super loud. It has a siren that goes, and I'll just call up and I'll say, Coco, are we up yet? Tater, are we up yet? And so Tater's outside. She's listening. Hey, Tater, how you doing? Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Well, then give me. I need 5 more minutes. Then I'll take you to math class. I sorry, you didn't tell me. All right, and I don't even know if I could take you because you're. I got to go to Chicago. So yeah, but I'll come out and talk to you in a minute. Okay. So anyway, that was Taylor. She was telling me just now that she has to go to math club, which see that's the kids do stuff like that. But anyway, let me finish up. Let me finish telling you guys what happened. So here's what we were talking about. So this morning I was like, you got to get out of bed, get out of bed, get out of bed. And I knew that what I was saying was getting on their nerves and annoying them. But here's something I figured out, right? So you know what I said? I said to them, I said, yeah, one day when you grow up, if you have your own business, you can sleep in as long as you want to, right? And that's a very subtle statement, but those little statements to your kids make a big difference, right? And when I said that, I said, if I'm sitting in the bed and I'm feeling like crap, and I am literally like not wanting to get up out of the bed, and somebody says to me when I'm like 12 or 13, like, well, one day when you have your own business, you can sleep as long as you want to. That's gonna stick with me. That's gonna make me say, yeah, that's right. I can sleep in all day, right? Or it's almost like saying I can have all the candy that I want or whatever, right? And so what I would encourage you to do is understand this when you talk about being a black business owner. Now I told you guys how our community needs more business owners. We need more investors. That's how you close the racial wealth gap. That's how you actually put the wealth gap in your favor. In order to do that, you have to really kind of do these little subtle things with your kids to not so much just change what they know. Like they know a lot of things. You don't want to. You don't have to just change what they know. You got to change what they value, because your values are more important than your knowledge. Because knowledge is what you know, but your values determine what you actually want to know, what you feel like you need to know, right? So if my values tell me that it's the most important thing in the world is to have the latest iPhone, well then I'm going to go and learn how to go get the latest iPhone whenever it comes out, right? So a lot of times what you see in terms of tough economic choices is not driven by knowledge. It's not like, like there's no way that a black person who wants to start a business can get the knowledge. Knowledge is everywhere. It's all out there. It's values, right? So I was thinking to myself, I said, right now you're valuing sleep. Right now you want freedom. It's bigger than just sleep. It's really about it's bigger than money. It's bigger than sleep. It's really about freedom. Every human being, every animal wants to be free. So, and nobody wants to be free more than a teenager who's pissed off because their parents are telling them what to do. So I just pretty much realized, I said, okay, the new Boyce doctrine in this household, because in your house you make the rules. I'm the king of this house. My wife is the queen. I said, in this household, whenever you complain about your lack of freedom, I'm going to slide a little information there. Like, well, one day if you grow up and you're your own boss, you have a lot of freedom. You can do whatever you want. Oh, you want that? You want that outfit at the mall? Well, gosh, you can't afford that now. But if you grow up and you start your own business, you can buy all the clothes in the mall that you want. Or, oh, you want to sleep a little longer? Well, you can't sleep because I'm making the rules right now. But if you grow up and you're your own boss, you get to sleep all you want. But if you have to go to work every day, then you got to get up when your boss tells you to get up. So you'll just have a new dad, basically, a new parent, right? So again, it's not about job shaming. It's not about making fun of them or making fun of anybody that works a job. It's really about sort of helping them to understand that making good investment choices, making good wealth choices is a way to create freedom in your life. The goal, the win, the play is not the money. You can't tell your 12-year-old, like, yeah, if you start a business, you can make 5 times more than you could as an entrepreneur, as an employee. They're not going to get that. They don't care, right? But if you say, well, when you have your own business, you get to do whatever the hell you want. Well, that translates even if they're 6 years old. They're like, oh, I can be free. I can do what I want. Every animal ever created in the history of this planet has wanted freedom. You don't have to explain freedom. You ain't got to go to college to learn freedom. You don't have to take a seminar to know the value of freedom. Dogs know the value of freedom. Okay. So that's my 2 cents. That's my little hack. I encourage you, if you want your kids to become business owners, you want them to start thinking about wealth and economics and investing and all that, just slide those little slick comments in there every now and then. Every time they give you that attitude, how teenagers are. They crazy, right? Ridiculous, right? But every time you get that attitude, just kind of slide some in there. Like, well, one day when you grow up and start your own business and you're making your own money, then you can do what you want. And then that will plant that seed. Okay. Does everybody give me a yes in the chat if you get what I'm saying, if you understand it? All right. So by the way, I'd be remiss not to mention that We actually have this really awesome new program in the Black Business School for kids. If you want your kids to be introduced to wealth in a really fun way, we literally spent a lot of time and a lot of money developing something called BMOT Land. BMOT stands for Black Millionaires of Tomorrow, and it's an extension to our very popular Black Millionaires of Tomorrow curriculum that we already have for kids. Thousands of your kids have gone through it. BMOTland.com it's all about puppets and cartoons and fun ways to learn Black wealth and Black economics. So it's kind of like a Black wealth version of Sesame Street. So if you're interested in taking a look at BMOT Land, the URL is right there on the screen, bmotland.com. So feel free to take a visit if that's something that you think can help your kids. And I think you can even use the code word Dr. Boyce, Dr. Boyce, all one word, and actually get a further discount on the program. So and also the other thing too is, even if you don't have kids, and you're more comfortable with puppets and so it doesn't scare you, try it that way too. Because sometimes learning it, even in a fun way, can be just as good as learning it the hard way. So feel free to take a look, bmotland.com, if that's of interest to you. Now, let me get out of here, guys. You guys saw me get interrupted. My daughter apparently forgot to tell me she had math club today. So I got to go find out who's going to take her to school. So I'm going to get on out of here, guys. I just wanted to come in and share this with you. So God bless you. Please subscribe right now. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And I will see you guys soon. So take care. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Be good. Peace.